Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and with the recent Overwatch 2 changes, there is one hero that rose above the rest that became the best hero to play in the whole entire game, and that guy's name is, of course, Torbjorn. Now, obviously, I'm talking about Zenyatta, and I'm sure you've heard lots of people talking about Zenyatta and how he's just so good right now, and today, I'm going to talk about why Zenyatta is the hero that you should be playing in every single one of your games, but also how to stop Zenyatta, because, yeah, he's good, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have his faults. But first, we gotta talk about why Zenyatta is so good, why he's the must-pick hero, and it all goes back to the three major changes that were applied in Season 9. The health pool changes, the support role passive change, and also the quote-unquote hitbox change, even though it's not a hitbox. The hitboxes did not change, it's a projectile size change. And Zenyatta not only benefited from all three of these changes, but also indirectly benefited from the new damage roll passive, where if a damage hero does damage to an enemy, for 2 seconds, the healing that they received is reduced by 20%. And that's one of the key factors that makes Zenyatta such a valuable hero to play, because while Zenyatta provides a lot for the team, great damage, an awesome support ultimate, but it's the Discord Orb that really changes the game, because all you really have to do is throw a Discord Orb on the tank, whether it's a Reinhardt, an Orisa, a Roadhog, Ramattra, it does not matter. You throw the Discord Orb on the tank, and if the damage heroes on your team are smart, they're both gonna shoot into the enemy tank. And here's what's gonna happen. The Discord Orb is obviously gonna allow them to get way more damage off, but what's also gonna happen is by the time the enemy supports are gonna try to heal up the tank, it's already too late, because the tank is gonna be receiving 20% less heals, and he's gonna be shredded through. With those two negative effects applied to the tank, the Discord Orb and the 20% heal reduction, a lot of tanks are going to be caught with their pants down because they think they could just be as aggro as they once were through Season 1 through 8. Now, at the beginning of Season 9, I think a lot of tank players aren't really going to realize this because, well, they're so used to just being aggro, but as the season go on, they'll probably be a little bit more passive, hide behind cover, and wait for the Discord Orb to get off of them. But it's not even the Discord Orb on just the tank that makes Zenyatta such a great hero to play in Season 9. It's also the three changes that came with Season 9 that I talked about at the beginning of the video. First and foremost, the health pool changes. Now, I will admit, every single hero did get a health pool buff, but Zenyatta specifically, he's at 275 health, compared to most support heroes that are at 250 health. So he has an additional 25 health, but also realize most of his health is shield health, and shield health regenerates so much faster than just somebody that has regular health. And because of that, not only does he regenerate faster with his shield health, but he also has that support role passive where he regenerates 20 health after not receiving damage for 2.5 seconds. So his health just instantly regenerates like that. So not only does he have more health than most support heroes, he also regenerates health a lot quicker, but most importantly, he got a massive buff with the projectile size increase. Now, most people are saying that the hitboxes changed in Overwatch 2, but don't get this twisted. Hitboxes did not change, but the projectile size, the bullet sizes changed. They all increase. Now, for hit scan heroes like Soldier, his bullet increased ever so slightly, but for a projectile hero like Zenyatta, his orbs that he used are just so much bigger and so much easier to hit. And it's really because of the projectile size increase that makes Zenyatta one of the best damage dealing heroes in the game. He truly is the third DPS, and even sometimes he is the DPS hero. He's the best DPS on the field. And like I mentioned before, Season 9, it's all about damage. While healing is still important, you can out damage a pocketed hero. You can out damage more that's peeing on somebody, or even a Zenyatta orb. So why would you be playing a primary healer like Mercy or Life Weaver that only focuses on healing, where it's not as important, where you can play someone like Zenyatta that still has healing capability, but it's passively. You throw in Harmony Orb and you just forget it, and then you focus on damaging the enemy team. Like, Season 9 is the best representation of what I've been preaching for years. The best way to win a team fight is to kill things. And Zenyatta, not only can he himself kill things, but he enables his damage heroes to also kill things with the Discord Orb. So if that's the case, how do you stop Zenyatta then? Look, with Zenyatta, he's great. He's an awesome hero, but he's a glass cannon. He is a fragile little guy, and he has so many counters that's available to you that isn't really even that difficult to play. You just gotta either be smart or also just be good with the heroes. And a damage hero that is the perfect counter to stop Zenyatta is Tracer. Not only can she easily counter this little robot guy, but she can also just thrive in the Season 9 meta as well, because she can easily apply the 20% healing reduction on anybody, because all she has to do is shoot one bullet, and she has lots of bullets. You just gotta remember to try to keep your distance when playing a Tracer into a Zenyatta, because remember, he has that powerful 40 damage kick now, and that's the biggest problem when it comes to Genji, is that he has to play a little bit more closer compared to Tracer, and he also doesn't have the healing capability that Tracer has with the recall, and also being able to just to blink to health packs. So that's why Tracer is not only good into Zenyatta, but is also just a good hero in Season 9. But we already kind of knew that Tracer was the go-to counter for Zenyatta. What about for tank and even support? Well, tank, it's very difficult because every tank gets shredded by the Zenyatta, but I really like a Winston counter, mainly just because he has the bubble that can stop a Discord orb for not only getting applied to you on Winston, but also getting applied to the other heroes in the back line. And even if you do get a Discord orb applied to you, well, you could just hop out of there, and by the time it gets off of you, you already have your jump back again, and you can hop back onto that Zenyatta and hard focus him. And that's just really the key. If you're gonna be trying to kill the Zenyatta, it's gonna take multiple people to hard dive the Zenyatta, because he's in the far back line. So if you're playing with a Tracer and Winston, it's gonna be a whole lot easier than if you were trying to play with like a Magua and a Reaper. You just also have to remember that Zenyatta has the kick, so if you're gonna be diving as Winston on the Zenyatta, he's probably gonna kick you away, and it's gonna be even harder. Zenyatta is so good into tank play. It's rough out here for tank players. But what about a support counter? What could you play to try to stop this Omnic boy? Well, you can easily just play a Zenyatta yourself and just diff the Zenyatta. That's always an option. But there's also an Ana, and remember, while this meta does favor damage, you still need a primary healer. Like if you're playing Zenyatta and Lucio, that's gonna be so rough for your tank, especially if they have a Zenyatta and a primary healer. But Ana's really good because not only does she have great healing capability, but she has an anti-grenade that can stop the Zenyatta ultimate. Because remember, Zenyatta, he's not just about Discord Orb, he's not all just about damage, but he has a fantastic ultimate that can that can provide the heals that's missing. Like when your support characters don't give enough heals, all you gotta do is ult with Zenyatta and push and be aggressive. Unless you want to play an Ana where you can easily anti the enemy team that's getting healed by the Zenyatta ultimate, because not only will the Zenyatta not be able to heal them, but they're not going to get healed by anybody, which means you can easily kill them if you see them purple. And look, I'm not saying that Tracer and Winston and Ana are the best heroes to play in Season 9, but if you're struggling playing into this Zenyatta, then these are some of the heroes that you should try to consider, because Zenyatta, he's going to be running the meta for at least a week. Alec Dawson did say that they are going to be looking to nerf individual heroes, and Zenyatta's going to be the first one up, I guarantee you. But that's not going to be for like at least another week, but knowing this team, probably maybe a couple of weeks. So Zenyatta's going to be spammed all throughout your competitive games. So if you want to climb, play Zenyatta. If you want to stop Zenyatta, try playing some of these heroes, because they can still hold their own in Season 9. But to all my new Zenyatta mains, hopefully this will help you in your journey in climbing in Season 9. But until next time, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.